happy Thursday. I am making bread and Jerry has requested my white bread instead of the whole wheat bread. So this is my recipe right here. I'll see if I can get this in here. But it is 1 cup of warm water, or you can use milk. 2 tablespoons of sugar or honey. I have done both and I can't tell a difference, but I think the honey would be more healthier. But we use cane raw sugar. 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And 2 tablespoons of soft butter or tallow or olive oil. I use olive oil. I've done butter before, but to keep the points down, I kind of do olive oil. You can add 1 egg if you want. I will try to remember to type this in the description, but I will try to take a screenshot of this for you. So anyways, I'm going to put my dough hook on. Whoops. So that's locked there. So I'm going to add my 1 cup of warm water. And then I'm going to do my 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. This is the yeast that I use. You can't see it through there. Let me get it out of the bag. I keep it in the bag because I keep it in the freezer. Lately I've been keeping it in the refrigerator, so because that way it keeps longer. So this right here, I use the instant yeast. And again, it calls for 2 teaspoons. I always do the water and the yeast first, and then I will add the sugar. And what that will do is it helps make sure that your yeast is still good. And then I need 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I'm just going to mix it a little bit. And then you can, I know you can't see in there, but you're gonna, you can let that set until it bubbles all up and proofs, but I know that my yeast is good. So let me see if I can get you turned just a tad bit more. All right. So the next step is, it says I need 3 cups of flour. Well, actually what I do is I next add in my other wet ingredient, which is the olive oil. And I sure hope I have enough olive oil. I think I do. This is what we use. So it is 2 tablespoons. I'm just looking in there to see. And then I will start mixing it up, and then I will add my flour in it. In the flour I have the salt. I find that if I put the salt with the flour, because salt and yeast they're not the best of friends. So if you do it all at once, make sure that if you put, if a recipe calls for, you know, all your dries first, put your yeast on one side and your salt on the other side so they're not on top of each other, and then mix it in, and then you should be fine. So my salt and flour is in here. So again, it is 3 cups plus 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just going to mix this all together till it comes together, and then I will put it up on the next speed. So I will mute you while this is going. So this is what mine looks like right now, and now I will put it up on the next level, and it will knead or mix it for, it says up to 10 minutes. I usually do about 9 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards, because I won't keep you on here for the full 9 minutes. Okay, friends, so it is off the dough hook. It is not a sticky dough. It isn't meant to be, but it's really nice though. So I just, once I get it out, I like to just knead it just a couple of times before it goes into my grease bowl. In my grease bowl, you can use anything. You can use olive oil to wipe it. I wouldn't use a lot of olive oil, but I just use spray, and this dough feels so good. I can already tell. Now it said 10 minutes, and it is a cooler day here. It's still in the 60s and the house is cool, and I find on cooler days I have to knead it a lot longer. So this time it took me 11 to 12 minutes. And all I'm doing is I'm just pulling it towards me to create tension up here. It's just something that I do. And this will go in my bowl, and it will be covered and see how it kind of springs back. I'm told that when it springs back like that, then it has been kneaded enough. So I just put it in my bowl first upside down, and then I put it in the base like that, so that if it happens to get higher than the wrap, it won't stick to the wrap. So I'm just going to cover this. Since it is a cool day, I've already heated up my microwave. I put a mug in there with 2 cups of water, and I microwave that for almost 3 minutes, so it's nice and warm in there. This will set in there for at least an hour until it's doubled in size. So I'll bring you back for that. So we will see you in an in an hour. Well, before we do that, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I thought I'd bring you back to show you all the tomato soups that Jerry and I did yesterday, plus the powder that I dehydrated. So we got 12 pints, regular mouth, which is this, and wide mouth, because that's all I had left. We had enough for I would say about a 6-7 ounce serving right here. So this is what it looks like, and it is nice and thick in there. It has really good flavor because we tasted it before it got processed. So all of these have sealed. This is the tomato powder, all ground up. We can use that to add it. If we don't have enough of this for a recipe, we can add some of this to get the flavor. I have seen where people actually, when they make grilled cheeses, if they don't want a tomato on it, they will sprinkle some of this on their cheese just to give them that flavor of it. Sprinkle it over your salads. But most people use it to make paste. And from what I'm understanding, it's just 1 tablespoon of this to 1 or 2, probably 1 tablespoon of water. I'm not for sure. I have to look that up because this is new for me too. But anyways, guys, that is our tomato soups, and the bread is rising. So I'll see you in about an hour. For you, it'll just be a split second. Hey friends, so I am popping on real quick. Mr. Jerry is in the sunroom with me, so I'm usually by myself, so we'll see how well I do this. So we are, after lunch, going to run over to Mooville, pick up some milk, and I am going to pick up some skim milk, and I'm going to try that in my yogurt to see how well that works out, and I'll let you know on that. But today I wanted to show you the socks I have been knitting on. So every first of the month I have a container full of 12 socks. Well, now I only have a container full of 5 socks, I think. Last year, December, I said that I was going to pull out of my stash my sock yarn and put it in, wrap them, or put them in. I had baggies, I couldn't see what they were, and I numbered them, and then I did extra numbers, threw them in a bag. And the first of every month, then I give the numbers to Jerry, and then he draws out the number, and then I draw it out of the basket. The thing is I did say that I have extras in there in case I pull something out and I don't feel like doing that colorway, so I'll put it back and then he'll redraw. But anyways, so he drew me, I can't tell you what number it was, August 1st, but what he drew out was the number that, this one was called Apple Blossom from Knitterly Thing. It is called on her Vesper sock yarn, classic sock, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it is a self-striping. And I hear from Miss Jenny that this gal is actually opening up a yarn shop down by Miss Jenny. So, but anyways, this is her label. And I'm happy to say I did get them done. Now, these are going to be for our daughter in law, Lindsay. And she is a size 8.5. So these, I did not get matching exactly, but I don't think she's going to care. I'll see if you can see. Right there is the difference. So it came with a self-striping mini, and it was that right there. And I did it for the heels and the toes, because I usually on a 20 gram or 25 gram, I don't have enough to do cuffs, heels, and toes. And I figured that the most you're going to see in someone's sock is the heel and toe. So I did 10 rounds of knit 2, purl 2. And I did 20 rounds for the shorter leg. And then I did the standard heel flap and gusset. And then I just knit to about 1.5 inches to 2 inches shorter than the actual foot length, and then I did the toe, and then I did the decrease. So this is another Christmas gift. So I have this done. They are each going to get a pair of socks for Christmas, and I have I have 4 more to do. So that was that one right there. That was the August one. And then I get a subscription from Freckled Whimsy in the Christmas Club and in the Halloween Club. And this one I thought for our grandson Landon, who is a junior in high school. I had to think. He said that he still wanted socks, and I had made him a pair, sent them to him because he lives down in Indiana, about 7 hours one way from us. And when he got them, he said that they fit, as he said, you know, yep, they fit. So I'm going by what he said. So, but this one was, like I said, Freckled Whimsy. These are out of DK. Oh, the Lindsay's, I used a US 1 needle, and then it was fingering weight, and this one is DK, and I use a US 3, and I use K from the Crazy Sock Lady, her plain vanilla sock, and then the DK, I use her free DK sock. She has YouTube videos on all that stuff. So this one was called Nipping at Your Nose. Excuse me. It was a 12 stripe repeat. This one is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it was, the tag got 240 yards or 100 grams. And this is her band that goes around it, and I got his done. He is a size 13. Now on my Christmas stripe ones, I am getting the 50 gram mini so I can do cuffs, heels, and toes. On her Halloween one, that's fingering, and I'm just doing the 20 gram. So Landon is a size 13, but this is what this one's striped up. He loves blues. And I've done the vanilla pattern so many times I got it, it memorized in my head. Now this one is the 10 row repeat, and I think I did 30 on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I only did 20. So I did 20 on the leg. I usually do 30, but I know Jerry likes that extra 10 rows. He likes his socks a little bit longer. So, but I did 20 on that, So this is another Christmas gift, and this is Landon's, and I did a pretty good job at matching that one up. So that one again was a nipping at your nose, and like I said, he loves blues. And then our son Isaac, I started his, and I got the DK through Freckled Whimsy. This was a Christmas colorway, an older one, and this one is still DK 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 245 yards, 100 grams. And this one was an 8-stripe repeat. It's called Vintage Christmas. And I have one done. Now on this one, it came with a 21 gram. When I weighed it, was 21 grams. So I did the cuff and the toe because I figured I wouldn't have, I was hoping I'd have enough for both. I'm still hoping that, but I don't think I will. So I had another mini from another one that I didn't use, and this one was 21 grams. So I used it in the heel. So I have one sock done of that one, and this is how his looks. He also is a size 13. So this one right here, everything is still the same. US 3K's DK vanilla sock, and that was the extra mini I threw in there. I thought it looked really nice like that. And then the toe right here. I'm thinking that on his second one, the toe, I was going to run out of this color here, but there is a brown in here that's pretty close, and so I weighed out. I think I only need 6 more grams to finish the toe on the second one, and so I wound off enough on both of them to do that. So that's what this one looks like, 10-row repeat. And then his, this one looks longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, his I did 20 rows, and this is how long Jerry likes his, and I figured Isaac would too. So to see the difference, it does. So I did his in this 30 rounds, and then I just knitted on the foot until I got to the length that I needed, and then I added in the other color. And it's a lot of weaving in and stuff, but I do the there's a weaving tutorial that Stephen West does, and so that's what I do, and then I just sew them in. But anyways, that was the first sock. This is what it looks like wound up, and I have the cuff done of the second sock. So all I have to do now is do 30 rounds of this, and then cut it off, and then do the heel flap and gusset in that. So, and then I've been wanting to do pick up some cross stitch again, because I haven't been wanting to do that, and I have lots of cross stitch projects to get back to. And maybe someday, if anybody would like to see them, I can go through them and just do cross stitch. But there is a Halloween one that I really liked, and I'll try to insert pictures of that, but I'll show you what it is, because I've been working on this since last year. But this was called Quaker Pumpkins, and it was by Hello Liz Matthews. And I gotta see what I see here. It looks like this, and I am doing this one on 18 count, and I hope this is, yep, it is. So this is 18 count. I don't think that it is, probably my standard 18 count. I'll have to put the name up. Vintage something. Vintage Mocha, I think. So these are the colors right here. This one I pulled out our fancy flosses. It's going to ring 12 times even though it's 1 o'clock because it's off. So this one, let me undo it because I haven't looked at, but I have got this about half done. I think at 44%, something like that. And Miss Pat, I think this is the one that you liked when I started it, so. But this is how much I've gotten done of it. And I really want to get back to this one. I really, really like this one. So this is 18 count, and I am doing 1 strand over 2. So, and I don't know what you can see because I can't see, so I want to get back to that. This right here is my stitching chair because I got my right here my stand. So if I look at the pattern, I have the W from the WS over, so I'm not quite halfway, so I got that much done. And this one is, let's see, this one should finish out to 18 1/4 or 18 inches, 18 by 7 basically. It is 327 stitches wide and 143 high. So the colors that I'm using, these are Weeks goodness sakes, Weeks Dye Works. This first one is Carolina Cecil. Just like the vintage colors of Halloween to me. This one is called a Sweet Potato. Yeah, I'd like to get these blankets and everything done because I just feel like I want to get this done. This one is called Cognac, C-O-G-N-A-C. This one is Molasses. This one is Tiger's Eye. And all of these variegate. And then there is the color Pecan in this. As soon as I get it untangled, there is. You'll hear Jerry getting his lunch around. He didn't eat breakfast this morning. That is Tiger's Eye. And then there is Gunmetal. And I might need to get some more of Gunmetal. And then Carolina Cecil. Yep, and then that's it right there. So those are the colors. So yeah, so I want to get back to this, and I noticed when I opened this up I had this other little pumpkin in here. This is a Lori Holt Be in My Bonnet stitch card. It was a little pumpkin like that. And it looks like I have the pumpkin done. I just need to finish, and these are all DMC colors. I just need to finish the border, and then I can make it into a little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. But the problem is I don't have that purple in here, so I don't know what purple it is. And I know that this is on 18 count, just scrap whatever, so I don't know. That border might be a completely wacky border color. I don't know what I don't know. So anyways, guys, that's what I have pulled out. When we froze all the peaches and blueberries and everything that we did earlier, Jerry had put them in freezer bags and threw them in the freezer, and of course, you know, they all just so solid and hard that I couldn't even break one up. So we let it thaw out a little, and what I did was I took my measuring cup and I put a cup's worth of that fruit into a press and seal wrap, and then I put those into a quart freezer bag, so when I want them, then at least I should be able to break up that little bit right there. But I had just a little bit of it left here. So this is strawberries, and so I'm letting the rest unthaw. So that's going to be my little snack there. So anyways, thanks again, my friends. This is going to be an extra long one, I have a feeling. So I will talk to you in a bit. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like right now. I had to let it go. You can go by there, Jerry. How long have we gone?
Half an hour.
So I had to let it go another hour and a half because it's so cool out today. And Jerry has sprayed the loaf pan for me because you don't want to forget that step, do we, Jerry?
No.
Because I done it. But this one now is ready to be, and look at this, is good dough because you got an air bubble. So I just need to get it out onto the counter. And a lot of people will sit there and roll it out, and all I do is I just try to get it into a decent little roll. Now again, this is white bread because Jerry requested white bread this time. We usually do a mixture of whole wheat and white. So this is going to go back into this baking dish like this, and it will rise another 45 minutes, and then you bake it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. So I'll bring you back just before I put it in the oven. Nope, I used a towel. So I'll have Jerry hit the, nope, just hit the stop.
I'm not sure whether.
And there is the bread.